The universe operates as an operating system, processing information in transition. This foundational code manages every physical and moral phase shift, the 2-3-7 operating system. The first step is the 2, an initial bifurcation where unified potential splits into rigid duality. One pole of this duality is the witness. The witness provides the static, subjective knowledge and the spatial boundaries of the system. Directly opposite the witness is the driver. The driver provides objective kinetic force and powers the forward arrow of time. For reality to persist, the kinetic action of the driver must perfectly synchronize with the static knowledge of the witness. Without a mechanism to constantly validate the driver against the witness, the physical system degrades into chaotic, high-entropy noise. Raw duality is inherently unstable. To prevent collapse, the system requires a processing engine to filter and validate incoming information. The first engine is the sound field, which processes data through a continuous 3-6-9 triadic loop. This is the domain of thermodynamic experience. It handles vibration and entropy, absorbing the disorder of the system and cooling it into memory. Intersecting this is the light field, governing deterministic command and future geometric structure. These two fields move in opposite directions, light building localized structure, while sound generates thermodynamic experience. The light field forces wave functions into particles, while sound processes raw noise into silence. If light's deterministic command directly touched sound's thermodynamic experience, mutual annihilation occurs. Mediation is required. The light and sound fields overlap, forming a hexagram architecture. At its center is node 6, the buffer. Mathematically, it's the decoherence zone, where possible states collapse into one classical reality. Physically, this buffer manifests as Earth, where fields interact without mutual cancellation. This meson, or balance point, is the exclusive interface where witness and driver can interact. This delayed interaction creates the window where free will, choice, and localized consciousness become possible. Existence happens only within the buffer, the highly regulated margin where pure potential becomes measurable reality. If the buffer remained entirely open, the thermodynamic noise of experience would eventually overwhelm the signal of command. The system defends itself at node 7, the mathematical midpoint. It functions as a Mobius fold, a twist flipping the system's orientation without breaking continuity. This iron seal blocks lower field entropy from corrupting higher field coherence, permanently fusing the kinetic driver and static witness. At the subatomic scale, this twist resolves wave-particle duality. A probability wave hits the fold and flips into a single localized coordinate. In stellar nucleosynthesis, iron marks the terminal limit where the cycle of fusion reaches structural completion. Here, the system can no longer oscillate. It faces a forced choice to stabilize or collapse. In human consciousness, this is the pivot where chaotic memory and potential crystallize into decisive action. This universal filter forces every action to either crystallize into permanent structure or completely disintegrate. The 12-node lattice is the operational cosmic system. Past the Mobius fold, it reaches the 7, Perpetuity. Aligned systems follow path A, 7 pristine layers of light and structure, acting as a flawless mirror. Misaligned systems follow path B, a self-consuming loop where structure dissolves. The universe functions as a sorting algorithm, permanently filtering chaos into one of these two states. The Dual-Caustic universe functions as a precise mathematical operational circuit. Everything from quantum measurement to human morality runs on this exact 12-node processor. Human consciousness acts as the system's active processor, translating pure information into permanent records of reality.